Hi there, it's Mark. Do you want to try an experiment? Because that's what I've decided to do tonight. I'll give you a little background. We are going to upscale this picture in Lightroom many times. I don't know whether it'll work many times or what the results will look like. So this is for science and you're finding out as I find out. And the reason why we're doing it, blame my OCD. I was editing some pictures about 10 minutes ago and I had reason to upscale one, and that reminded me that I don't use Topaz anymore. Now I'm not knocking Topaz, but I had Topaz and I would use it for upscaling. I'd use it for noise reduction, and I found I was using it less and less and less because Lightroom was adequately taking over those jobs. So I retired it via the delete key, and now I just use Lightroom. But my OCD said, how far can you take this? So this is it. We're going to try. Here's a picture of Alicia, who's a friend of mine. She happens to be a dancer, a gymnast, a multilingualist, funny, and posing for us down the Oosburn about a year and a half ago-ish on a photo shoot. This picture, as you can see above me, and that's the reason why I'm further down the screen, by the way, because I needed you to see this. This picture is 1000 by 1000 pixels and it's a JPEG, and we're going to zoom in really close. Sorry, Alicia, this won't be flattering. Really sorry. Don't take it out on me when you come back. Right, let's zoom in. And we'll leave it there. Sorry. So at what's that? 1600% zoomed in. You can see all the pixelation down the side. Well, it is a 1000 by 1000 pixel image and we're really stressing it. Let's zoom back out. Oh no, we'll leave it like there, and I'm going to click on super resolution. So this will take this from being a 1000 by 1000 to a 2000 by 2000. So let's click and watch it render. It has done so. We will zoom out and notice how all of that pixelation seems to have tidied up. Let's now render this as a DNG. That's so we get a new file which has got this upscaling in, so that I can apply super resolution again. You can't apply it to the picture, then the same picture time and time again on one picture, because you've already clicked the slider. So if you render it out to a DNG, you can then pick up that DNG. Let us press G for a gallery view. There's the first picture, which you can see down here was 1000 by 1000. The current dimensions were 2000 because we upscaled it. Here's the second picture, which is 2000 by 2000 all across the board because that has that upscale burnt in. And now we're going to develop that picture. D for a develop module. And we're going to click super resolution and see what it does. And then we're going to zoom out a little bit. Tidier again. That's why I can't do it again. You see, I can't click that again. So in order to do this again, I'm going to right click, render a DNG, G for my gallery view, and we will see the picture pop in. So there was our 2000 by 2000, the middle one, rendered up to 4000. There's the 4000 completely rendered out as a standalone image. So let's D for our develop module. Let's click on super resolution again. Sorry, Alicia. Right click, render DNG. Okay. G for a gallery view. Wait for this to come in. Now it seems to be taking longer each time, which is understandable because it's a bigger file. How far we're going to get, I genuinely don't know. So here we are. There was the one which was 4000 rendered up to 8000. Here's the one that is 8000 flat because it's had those burnt in. D for our develop module. Let's click super resolution again. Oh, it's taking a bit longer this time, as we would expect. The files are getting bigger and bigger. Excuse me, tea break. Are we nearly there? Yes, we're done. So I will now render that out to a DNG. While it's doing that, we'll go back to the gallery, G. And now we've got 1000 pixel image, rendered up to 2000, then we burnt it out to 2000, which we rendered up to 4000, then we burnt it out to 4000, rendered up to 8000, then we burnt it out at 8000, rendered up to 16,000. Press develop again. Oh, it hasn't quite finished. It's still thinking about it. Right, so we've got 16,000 now flat file. Everything's rendered out. D for a develop module, and I can't super resolution again, so that seems to be the limit. So there you are for science. We've got this. Now let's press Z to take us back to our zoomed image. Now this is what it looks like at 16,000. That's 16 times bigger than the original image. Previous file 8,000, 4,000, 2,000. I'm reading the figures above my head, by the way, and that was it. 2,000 was it, because if we go back to gallery view, that first one was 1,000 rendered up to 2,000. Okay, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, and then out to 16, and I think that's marvelous. Let's see what file sizes they are. Right click and show in Finder or Explorer if you're on Windows. And we've got the 16,001 is 685 megabytes, and the original photo was 744k. There we go. So it went 744 to 14 megs to 52 megs to 189 megs to 685. Click on that big one again and zoom in just, I don't know, just 100%. You know, that's not bad. I mean, considering what we've actually done with it from such a thing, it's impractical. You wouldn't use it. So this is all just for science, but it just goes to show the power of Lightroom. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit more. And while we're there, I'm just going to, this is on the biggest one. So while we're there, I am going to D for a develop module. And I'm going to click on denoise, but denoise doesn't let me denoise because this is not a raw file, so this denoise doesn't work, but the manual denoise does. So we should still have our manual denoise button. Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. I clicked on the wrong thing. Getting too excited with all the science, and that T's gone in my head. Right, let's take the luminosity noise over a little bit. That's not bad at all, is it? So there you go. That is a picture from a very pixelated 1000 by 1000 square image to 16,000 square, and it is sharper. Individual hairs all can be seen. I just think that's marvelous. So well done, Adobe. Totally impractical for what you and I would do on a day-to-day basis, but I hope you enjoyed satisfying my OCD-ness and allowing me to actually record this. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up, leave some comments, tell me what you think, and yeah, click on that subscribe button if you haven't already, and the bell, ring the bell so you'll be notified of future videos. And that's it. I'm out of here. It's 22:59 on August the 26th, and I've got a pot of tea to finish and another YouTube to crack on with. Bye for now.